And we are live. Don't adjust your television sets, ladies and gentlemen. Attitude Era podcast. Small break in between. Had to handle a few things, but we are here after SmackDown the day before WrestlePalooza. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts and comments, concerns. What's good? What's not good? What are we waiting for? What are your thoughts on SmackDown tonight? I feel like the 2 hour thing was a blessing. I remember talking about that some months ago. We had these conversations. But instead of packing, like we said, oh, 3 hour episodes could be better fused with 2 hour episodes. Doesn't seem like it's made much difference. It's just whatever. But I think when they want to highlight things, you know, also WrestlePalooza tomorrow, why do too much, right? Why do too much? And maybe that might be their sentiment heading into tomorrow's event, the first PLE ever on ESPN. So they may be trying to do this right, but let's talk about it tonight was very interesting. We saw the Brock Lesnar, you know what I mean, and what he does and what he brings to the table. And he didn't say much, but he did say something very interesting backstage. Very interesting. And I think that is really what the WWE was. Ooh, let's turn that down. WWE was aiming for. Make sure I can monitor both things. uh And that was after he about to decimate Michael Cole. And if you are in the chat and you know why he was aiming for Michael Cole, I would like to know what your thoughts are. Why aim for Michael Cole, right?
What's going on?
What up, what up, what up, what up? Interesting SmackDown. Uh just starting it off here with a little bit of Brock talk. And the fact after several 2 hour episodes since they moved to the 2 hour time slot, I don't I don't think it's made a difference. I don't feel any better about these 2 hour shows than I did about the three. Other than we're done an hour earlier, but I don't think they condensed it to make a better show. I just think it's a shorter show. Like, so percentage wise, if you were to say per capita of every minute on TV, the wrestling quality, the promo quality, what we're getting, used superstars, non-used superstars, I feel like it's the same, which is crazy because I thought they would, just remove some of this filler and it makes episode one, more NXT like. You watch an NXT episode, you're getting a lot.
Yeah,
But hey, Vinny, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Good to see you, sir. I don't have it that high. I don't have it really low. I don't know. I just with these ratings, I just wasn't really moved. I was just really intrigued by the possibilities of the Beast incarnate, potentially, possibly, hypothetically, maybe joining the Vision, taking the Oracle from the Vision as we head towards the season for War Games. That's in like 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, give or take. Teams have to be formed, alliances have to be made, agreements have to be struck. So, what are your thoughts on the Brock Lesnar segment tonight? As far as he came to the ring, he tried to take out Michael Cole. Corey Graves jumped in to defend his buddy, his 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 colleague, right? And he paid the price, taking bumps, man, like 2 or 3 F5s. I can't remember. Send him to the upper room.
I think if I'm a commentator and they assign me to work with Michael Cole, I'm declining it. Anyone who has commentated with Michael Cole this year has gotten their
Right.
ass whooped, bro. I think I'm good.
Pat McAfee sent him, bro.
Exactly my point.
Oh, look, good sir, good sir. How is business?
What up?
Yeah, yeah. Let's see if I can. Whoa, I don't like that. We don't like that view. We're gonna change these little views a little bit.
Yeah, why we
Um,
small? Why we small? We big around here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, we gotta change that. There we go. Boom. But yeah, you say you wouldn't team up with
No, I wouldn't want to be next to
Cole.
Cole on a commentating team because I'm guaranteed to get my ass beat.
Michael Cole seems to have a nasty habit of getting his partners beat up, dropped, F5, put through tables, taken out on stretchers, gurneys, never to be seen from again. Uh, I agree with you. I agree with you. I think I don't know why they picked Corey Graves. Maybe he got something popping up here in a sec. I see you. I see you. I'm bringing it up this way. There we go.
My man's in a pretzel. What's going on, man?
No, I was trying to switch the camera around, but it's not going.
You might have your phone locked.
Phone might be locked.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not locked. I don't know.
You know, you got that iPhone 22.
Nasty work,
So
ladies and gentlemen.
Mmm. Mmm. DNA is in the blender. Facts. I thought you'd be asleep, brother. You got
Nah,
a
I gotta go
flight.
get my hair cut.
tonight,
Where you getting your haircut at 10?
Yeah,
I
right
forgot
now.
he in New York, though.
hey, you forgot who you talking to.
Yeah, I certainly did. I certainly did. Um,
Yeah,
I think
yeah, I'm
tomorrow
about to
night.
go get my joint cut.
Yeah, that's crazy. Only in New York. You know what I'm saying? He on his way. Like they ain't about to close. They ain't telling him hurry up and get here.
Nah, they are
It's just
closed. They are closed. I don't pull up while they open. Come on now.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? HP,
that
you don't do you when we went out to eat, you don't know that they let us in because DNA said let us in?
DNA. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just didn't know that applied to haircuts as
No,
well.
yeah, the restaurant was done. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it
saying?
was.
That's
Remember
fine.
that. I forgot all about that.
I didn't.
Yo,
It's
did
gonna
you
be in
tell
my
him, Jerry, tomorrow we at the Palooza?
it's gonna be in my
No, not
documentary.
yet. Yeah, but I'll let you say because it sounds so good. You know what I'm saying? I was telling my homeboy, I don't know what I'm gonna wear. You know what I'm saying? I might be like the green shirt guy. You know what I'm saying? Because just stand out. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who knows? But tomorrow's gonna be a movie. Brock Lesnar had an interesting conversation, not in the ring, not what he told the camera. John Cena, I'll see to Paul Heyman, telling Paul Heyman, we need to talk. Give him that slap on the chest, like, yeah. What is that about? Is he going? Are we headed to? Are they setting up war game stuff now? Is and Paul looked happy. Paul didn't look
Brock's
like
never been in a war game, has he?
No.
no,
But Brock
no.
Lesnar in the cage.
And I think if you line that up with him at the Vision, you can make some crazy teams out of that. Because one, there's always going to be the Roman factor. Is Roman going to be available? Right. Clearly, Seth Rollins has beef with CM Punk, so I'm sure that's still going to be there. Uh, do you add John Cena to the mix? You know what I'm saying? Just because he is scheduled for War Games / Survivor Series. You think we get John Cena in a cage?
I don't know about that, brother.
You
You
don't,
got
you
to
don't think
think
John
this.
will do
I
it?
don't know who. I don't know who you would who what the other team would be because if you got Brian Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Brock Lesnar, like
And Seth Rollins.
who you put in front of them? That's a tough team.
That just sounds like Bloodline 3.0 again.
It is. It is. That's all Triple H writes for is teams. Judgment Day. The
Because you
New
have
Day.
because you got the Usos feuding with them, so they're a possibility. I don't see how Roman isn't in this match at that point, and I feel like Punk is a mandatory pick also.
I'm still here. I don't know if I disappeared off screen or not.
Yeah, you did, player.
Wash your hand.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
I think the possibilities are so endless that it gets super crazy, right? Because currently LA Knight's somewhere in this mix, trying to take Seth Rollins out, can't stand him, hates Braun. No problem with Brock though, but the Usos, they got a serious problem. The score to settle. Uh,
I don't know if I would want to see Cena in a War Games, but I think that would be dope and make more sense to be a Survivor Series match. You know what I'm saying? An old classic Survivor Series match.
So like the traditional 5v5.
Yeah.
That's actually what that's the match I missed for Survivor Series. I'm kind of getting fatigued with War Games.
yeah, I think War Games is something special but you don't need to do it every time, every
Yeah,
year. Especially when Survivor Series was its own thing. Like it's you know what I'm saying?
Well, we know when something becomes a thing in the WWE, they're gonna milk that cow, baby. We just saw it Tuesdays. William Regal came back just to say War Games. Like it's a thing. So once it becomes a thing and WWE see or TKO see the money in it, it's a money grab.
yeah.
They're gonna flood the market.
Oh, and
They
speaking
will
of
flood
that,
the
we don't
market.
even know if War Games is going to be WWE versus NXT.
And do you think they would do that at this point? Because I don't think WWE NXT, there's enough talent on the NXT side right now to do that on the men's side.
Vinny, that was the last thing on the list, brother.
What is he talking about? What is that?
Look, so all right, hey Vinny, I was standing in front of anything I said. So Wednesday on a Wednesday night war, don't make me big. We said
Yeah, Jerry's crazy, huh?
I didn't call for the ISO. We did the Wednesday where we compared battle rappers to wrestlers. So we were talking about who don't ISO me, man. This is a conversation for everybody. But we were saying who you were, DNA, and
Okay.
we landed on Mick Foley for
Mm,
not Mankind, not Cactus Jack, but Mick Foley as a whole, because Mick Foley had different faces. He was
persona. Yeah.
Mankind, he was Cactus Jack, he was Dude Love, he was who else was he? Does it Mankind? Yeah. And then
Cactus
even
Jack.
with
Yeah, it
that,
was those three.
he had different eras and champion and all that stuff. Then HP was like, and he even got the shirt, the PG Killer shirt that looks like Mick Foley's shirt. So then I said, yeah, he got the picture with the missing tooth on it. They both had the missing tooth. So yeah, Vinny. Look, I say what I say, brother, but is that not the picture on the shirt, DNA?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the whole that collection was it was actually supposed to be three shirts, but I only put that one out. It was supposed to be like a rendition of the three faces of Foley, but like my spin on it.
Now, Vinny,
But I
go
don't
buy a
think,
shirt.
but
Vinny,
but
go
I
buy a
don't,
shirt
but I
now.
yeah, Vinny buy a shirt, but I don't think I'm Nick Foley though. But I've heard that before.
Hey, I have a question since you just said that and something popped in my head. Is the Dude Love version gonna be the Players Ball version that everyone hasn't seen?
Nah, Dude Love is the champ. That
Oh,
was
okay.
kind of
The
like the
champ
players
drinking
ball the champ.
champagne with the champ?
Yeah, nah,
Okay.
the champ. I was the champ. After I beat O Red or whatever. I did skits like that and all that with the champagne and popping shit, and I was going crazy talking about it.
You got a whole series called Champagne with the Champ.
Yeah. That used to be on caffeine.
Yeah, that
I
was
remember I
breakfast with the
tapped in.
champ. Yeah,
Breakfast, yeah. So that's how
yeah,
we landed
breakfast
on
with
that.
the
Because then
champ.
we were saying Foley is an author and he did stand up, and we're talking about how you have success in other things outside of battle rap. So, but it was really the faces of Foley in the different eras which got us
Yeah,
landing on
I would,
Foley. But yeah,
I would say I'm John Cena, man.
Do
This is
tell.
who we needed to have here on Wednesday to go through the because
Yeah,
because
I mean,
oh
because John Cena was like obviously one of the biggest stars in there, but he was around so long being a good guy that they just, you know what I mean? They didn't like him. They was booing him for no reason, but he never was officially bad. And then this year he did the official heel turn. And you know what I mean? In terms of movies and acting and all that stuff, I've done a thing. I just don't think Mick Foley is as popular as I am in battle. Yeah.
mm, mm,
We
mm.
put a pin in it. But yes, it was more so the faces and the different, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. So
that's it.
I
Because we
mean,
didn't pick a Cena. We had we it was some interesting
Nobody got Cena, I don't think.
conversations.
No, y'all said
yeah, I
y'all said
think
Mick Foley. I had said Chris Jericho.
for me,
No, I'm,
I don't
Yeah,
know who I said
oh,
originally.
matter of fact, I can
I
pull it up
think
right now on screen. Boom,
Geechee. Nah, Lux ain't Stone Cold. Geechee or Sean.
boom,
Luke is not the Undertaker. Hogan. J Rock is
boom.
not HBK. I don't like none of these. That's all right. No, that's good.
Mm,
nah, good as Ted
mm,
DiBiase.
Nah, Geechee gotta be. Geechee might be Chris Jericho, bro. Undisputed Cody, champion. Geechee Gotti from another league. Came over to URL, took over, won both belts. First to ever do it. You know what I mean? Surf is that. That's what I'm saying. Surf is bigger than Jeff Hardy. Surf is Triple H, man.
Now you got to understand the conversations we had. We Jerry, ISO yourself and tell DNA why surf is hard because this was your call on your own jersey, brother. ISO on you.
so Jeff Hardy, right? Jeff Hardy at one point was super popular. Jeff Hardy is still super popular. Jeff Hardy can do anything. He could do no wrong. But Jeff Hardy in some of his biggest moments had some of the biggest fuck ups. And I ain't gonna lie, that's Surf. You know what I'm saying? Surf literally went and whether it was legal issues or things unbecoming of a URL performer in the form of bullets. You know what I'm saying? Like it was always something to stop him from. You know what I'm saying? Just like Jeff Hardy, man. Jeff Hardy wrestled a match with Sting where Sting had to like, yo, is
Get
this
him
what
out
we
of here.
doing? So in that aspect, you know what I'm saying? Jeff Hardy just couldn't get right. But fans still loved him. He still was the champ. He was still and and then Surf had the issue with remembering rounds. Surf jerseyed rounds. Like if it's not
Yeah,
on the
but that was the
URL, it
reason.
don't mean
It was a lot of talk that went into the decisions and what we landed on with the chat and ourselves. But it's interesting that you just fired that off the top of your head, DNA. We're gonna have to circle this conversation back again with DNA next time. Cause who is
spun undone it. I don't even know how to say that. Spun undone it. Sting though. Sting there's still a lot of battlers to go. Surf might be replaced as Jeff Hardy by Twerk.
all right, here we go.
I mean,
It was just a fun. It was fun. It was cool, and we're gonna do it again. So make sure
I
y'all
mean, I'm gonna
tap in
be
for
honest
these.
with you. Bring me up because the Jeff Hardy joint. I don't agree with it because Jeff Hardy didn't reach his fullest potential. Surf did. Jeff
Are we
Hardy,
sure?
due to those, yeah, we should. Surf is one of the biggest names in battle rap. Jeff Hardy could have been. Jeff Hardy is
Imagine this.
not. If you compare Jeff Hardy's success in wrestling to Surf's success in battle rap, even with the mistakes, it's higher. So therefore, he can't be him. Jeff Hardy could have been bigger than what he was. It don't get no bigger than Sue Surf. So you can't really see what you're making the comparison with mistakes. But if you look at his career didn't take a dip because of those mistakes. It's the opposite.
Okay.
Surf became bigger because he got shot. He became bigger because he got locked up. He became bigger because he messed up. Jeff Hardy's career went down because of those things. So that's why I'm like, that only applies when you say if this guy did this, then he would have been this. But Surf is still that guy, even with all that being said. So
So there was
I
another
say Triple
comparison
H
that
because
could have been
he's a
Randy.
company man.
Yeah, Surf is either Randy or Brock, and if that's the case.
Yeah, they said Randy Orton because Randy Orton used to be fucking up,
Yeah, I did.
and
Yeah,
they
I had mentioned
never.
Orton before you said Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, Orton was the other logical choice. Um, Rib shot funny as hell, man. Surfer's Jeff Hardy set it up. I don't know if Jeff Hardy gonna walk away from that. uh,
So
Hollow is
listen, if you're in the
Sting.
chat and you like wrestling and battle rap equally, Wednesday is your night. Wednesday Night Wars, definitely tune in because we have these type of conversations and many different things where we debate and talk. Monday, Friday we recap shows, do predictions, but on Wednesday is these type of
I'm about to get
conversations
this
with
cut,
the
so
crew.
I'm gonna
So,
tap back in.
all right, for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Just
better
remember
guys.
this
Tell him I'll
Wednesday's
be
gonna
back
be.
in.
Yes, sir. Damn, he dipped fast. He about
Yeah,
to
gotta
get
get
that
that
cut for
cut.
real.
Vinny tried to set me up. You disloyal, a fool ass punk. You gonna do
But
this to
no, this
me? NXT program, Vinny. I have you running ropes 24 hours a day. TNA program, matter of fact.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's hilarious. This week, part two. Also, let me make sure I bring this up properly. There was we gotta make sure to post this so y'all can see this. All right. No, this is not it.
That's not the one. Which one we doing? Was it Mike? Was it Mike Shield? Which one we doing, man? We got so many. Look, what you're
It
seeing is
was the
what we're gonna be
promo.
debating and talking about on Wednesday Night Wars for the next upcoming weeks while we put together season
There's the
two.
women. This is a Mike Skills.
No, that was
This is
under
Mike Skills.
this Mike. That was
This
underwear.
is Mike Skills.
Yeah.
Yes. A Mike Skills. Now I was looking, I'm not gonna actually do it, but I thought Bret Hart should have been subbed for MGF, but there's an argument to be made. There's lots of arguments to this whole thing is full of arguments to be honest. So let's bring this to the Wednesday. What better place to do it? You got see and some of these first round matchups, y'all thought you would see these in the finals.
Got to get there, baby. Got to get
So
there.
when you talk about Edge, you got Randy. And when I talk about promo, that's a funny thing too. Because if you went outside the ropes and did a promo, for instance, Randy Savage, one of his most famous promos is Paul show. It's not in the ring. You see what I'm saying? And so yeah, I think this is a very interesting conversation. You got father and son, you got Dusty and Cody.
Cause
You know what I'm saying?
really, if we being honest about this list, I see maybe 5 of these people who have quotable promos that people can just say off the top of
Quote.
their head.
Yes.
The
Yes.
rest, people love, but it may be for catchphrases, it may be for something else, but memorable
Right.
promos is only maybe 4 or 5 on here. And it's not who you
I ain't
think.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Now what you think? One, two, three, four. Ooh, four.
I said 4 to 5.
I went up the right side with Stone Cold Rock, Cody, his father, KO, Miz, Jake the Snake, and MGF, and I got four right off the top of my head. Four individuals that have very memorable promos that stand out, and it's real promo. It's real shit.
I don't see
Some,
that. You bugging.
you don't see the four?
Mm-mm.
I
I'm
could
gonna tell
damn
you
near
now,
quote
Rock
'em.
ain't on my list. Rock's not on my list. So I'm telling you now, Rock. We're gonna get into why, but Rock is not on my list.
That's insane. We got to make sure that poll gets up. Yeah, yeah. So I I'm always say Jake because Jake does his promo differently. He does a very monotone promo. Uh, Jake, this is coming down that right side. Um, I would always have Jake over MGF.
No,
The Miz has a very The
We're gonna
Miz
get
hasn't
don't go
smacked.
through the list. We gotta say that for
Oh, okay,
Wednesday.
okay. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm just saying memorable word for word promo. Like I could say now hard times is something people know. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah,
memorable promo. Like hard times had people crying in their living rooms. Like my mom and grandma, like that was a real promo. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about in my mind. But we'll get there. So tune in this Wednesday. Here's argue for about 30 minutes. So
I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
rib
Let me switch.
shot. Your list must be. It doesn't matter what you think, rib shot.
The fact, you know what, Archie? The fact that you even did that proves it's wrong. But we're gonna get to that Wednesday.
But that's not a promo. That's a catchphrase.
And it's a catchphrase
but
he
but
puts in
but
his promo. But
but
again, I
again,
will
if you're
debate
doing
that
it for
Wednesday. I got something for that.
yeah, I think I might be on to where Gamaj is going with this. I
The
have no idea
Rock
where
is
Gamaj
the
is going.
Brett Favre of promos. For every touchdown he threw an interception. We'll get that Wednesday. 8:30 Wednesday night. We going to war. And look, it's already 2-1. It's all good, baby. I got my fighting shoes on.
I can't wait. Holy shit.
Rib shot.
I gotta post these brackets up, at least that one specific. So
Shout
when
out to
people
Rib
come in, they
Shot. Never seen your name before. Welcome to this thing we call Attitude Era. You could be lurking in the comments, but come on in, partner. Like, subscribe, and I want to see your name in the in the chat, Rib Shot, on Wednesday, so we can get through this first bracket that we got going on Wednesday.
also speaking of Wednesdays, since we do have people, tapping in, uh Wednesdays to really, really participate and be drafted to a team. Go to the membership. When you subscribe, you'll see a membership thing on the YouTube. On the YouTube, you go on there, there's different tiers. All it takes to be a argumentative team member of either the Click, Horseman 97, or one of the new teams that are coming.
Horseman 97.
There are new teams coming.
Listen, we got
Uh
theme music this season too. We got promos this season too. We got intro videos this season too. We got new teams this season too. We got 2 tournaments this season too. We got a lot going on for season 2 of the Wednesday Night War. And we're looking at starting officially October, either first or second week, because we got some things we fine tuning and we got to build our teams. And we always start with a draft, a actual draft. And to be eligible for draft, you have to be in the transfer portal, which is currently $1.99. Then your name goes into the pool and we draft. We put on suits, we have cards, we make calls, we have the boards up and everything. It's a real draft where we draft our viewers to where they come on and then we discuss it. So definitely, man. 8:30 is when we start. If that's too late for you,
Wednesday.
we understand. But guess what? You can always come back and let us know if we got it right, got it wrong. But that's what the Wednesday night wars is. We just go to pick a topic, we go to war. And yeah. So yeah, shout out to the new viewers, shout out to Rib Shot. Like the name. Sound like you might be a wrestling content creator. I'm gonna definitely check out your page and see what you got going on over there. I like that name, Rib Shot.
Also, uh questions. 'Cause we was talking about Survivor Series earlier
It
slash War
doesn't
Games.
matter.
And then we started talking about and Paul Heyman and the Vision. I just kind of had to spin back to this, right? Do we think there's another person coming? I know we're saying Brock, right?
I
Because
thought it
hey,
was Becky because Becky's been referencing. She said our vision, my husband. She comes out with Seth. They kind of put her next to Seth and
I,
move the Browns away from Seth.
I,
B&B security.
it is DMV security is crazy.
He went from
I
J and
think
J security to B&B security.
I think they got to do something really quick with Braun and Braun too, because again, they're about to fight the Usos. Put them in the tag division, get them the belts, because this WrestlePalooza could have been a little bigger if tag titles would have been on the line for the
But this card
reuniting
is kind of
Usos.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because it's not like Judgment Day is defending them. People
Yeah.
don't realize they're the champs. You ain't
They only
doing that.
defended it one time.
Yeah, exactly. So, you could already did with Braun. I don't know what they're planning for Braun. but it would have been a nice thing for the Usos to compete for tag team championship on the line. ESPN first ever PLE. Braun taking on the reuniting Usos. Greatest blah blah blah. You run their accolades. Just makes it bigger, man. Titles make stakes bigger. Ask
I think if
boxing.
the
Ask UFC.
Usos were to wrestle and win those titles on WrestlePalooza, that would be a huge moment. So
Oh, for sure.
that tells me they might have something that they view as a bigger moment because it's going to be something we're talking about at the end of this show, and I'm not sure what that is.
We'll see. I just hope that they do have something planned versus flying by the seat of their pants. You know what I mean? But we'll have to see. WrestlePalooza, me, DNA will be in the building. Tomorrow's gonna be a crazy one. I look forward to it. Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn defends the US championship. I almost said the USA. The US champ I said it. The US championship versus Carmelo Hayes. And I
We
feel
doing
like Carmelo's
predictions tonight?
I mean, we kind of could. I was gonna think we was gonna break into a different video for it.
When you gonna have time for that? Y'all got flights in the morning.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit.
You gonna do your predictions from WrestlePalooza?
I I would yeah, like hell
hey,
yeah. That's the best
hey,
that's the
whatever
best way
works,
to
brother.
do it. That's the
Hey,
best way to do it.
if you want to do predictions from WrestlePalooza, I'm down.
That's the best way to do it. Cause guess what? There'll be some people there like, yeah, let
Hey,
me get the
if
crazy
we
guy over
can
here
do
for 200.
predictions from WrestlePalooza, I'm down. But I'm gonna be in New Orleans. If you're in or around New Orleans, I'm on the road in the morning. Free show, NOLA Mix Records with the legend Mega Ran himself. Alfred Banks. We're gonna be in the building doing our thing in New Orleans. So if I wasn't in New Orleans, I would be in WrestlePalooza with the gang. But DNA and HP will be in Indy for WrestlePalooza. I will be in New Orleans for this show, and Gamage gonna be somewhere, doing what famous Gamage does. Man, that's why he's famous, Gamage. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I was working
What
on a
time
theme song for you too. I was working on theme songs for both of y'all actually, but I'm trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it right, and y'all see what I'm working with for season 2. So
Yo, it's gonna be insane. It's definitely gonna be insane. Um I feel like Carmelo Hayes is
if he
squandered.
doesn't get this, I think they officially might be done with Carmelo Hayes, bro.
I feel like yeah. Just remember not too long ago, he was the number one draft pick.
His
And he
first
was
match was
saying,
with Cody Rhodes for the championship, and last week he was on
"Mom,
NXT. So
he
hopefully
hasn't won a singles title. His dancing partner, who he did 7 matches with Andrade, he was recently fired.
they say he was
So
escorted out of the building.
Yeah.
yikes. That's never good. I did see a tweet from him where he said thank you to the WWE. He was very grateful.
I was about to say something
That was
crazy, but I don't want to get this channel flagged. Most
yeah, it was
love, most hated.
yeah, I just feel like Carmelo is done, bro. And I hate saying that because he's a good mid tier guy that within 34 years he
I
could be
got a
your world
question.
champion.
Long term booking, right?
Yes.
If WWE didn't get it right with Carmelo Hayes, do you think they get it right with Javon Evans?
Or Trick Williams or any of the other black wrestlers. They've not done it.
I'm just talking about skill set and everything else. Not
No,
even
it's all
black.
of
I'm
it.
just
It's
saying
all of
in
it.
general
It's all
because
of it.
because
It's
people
all of it.
think Javon has what it takes to be hell Montez. Like they didn't get it right with him.
And that's my point. They booking matters. Everything matters because when they tell you in wrestling, it's your look, and they're not lying to you when they say that. So if I'm lying, then I'm flying. You know what I'm saying?
You
the
offline to
boogeyman,
WrestlePalooza in the
Kama,
morning.
Ka, Kamala. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Saba Simba. You see what I'm saying? Like
We having a
we
different conversation right now.
no, it's not. And I'm saying
I'm
this
not having
again.
that conversation.
They have yet to get a black wrestler right. Yet, if I'm lying, I'm flying. 1996 is their first Intercontinental Champion. 1999 is their first Black World Champion. We have people constantly saying we've been on this pod for over a year. When's Montez going to get his shot? And it's not just our pod saying it. There's kind of a lot of people saying it. Every Black World Champion they had got beat by Brock for a title. And that spans over 10 years. It's not coincidence, man. You're talking about something that's pre-scripted that they decide on and they sit in a boardroom.
But it's a lot of people that haven't got right. They ain't got Shinsuke right. I don't feel like they got Oscar right, to be honest.
I think they had her right.
They've fumbling Bailey right now. Bobby Roode they didn't get right. I mean, hell,
I see what
Ricochet
you're
they
trying to
didn't get
do.
right.
I'm
No, but I'm
specifically
saying
saying
what
it's
I'm saying is there's a
Carmelo.
list of people. I just was thinking about Carmelo being like that prototype. So it could be a racial thing. I'm
If
not
you're
trying
trying
to
to
make it
compare him
that,
to
but
Javon Evans is really screwed because Javon Evans is smaller framed.
I
So it's
only mentioned
harder.
Javon because I see the praise that he gets and people have
Yeah,
high
yeah,
hopes for him. That's why I
yeah,
say
100%.
Javon.
No,
Yeah.
no, and it's not a good comparison in that. It's a good comparison in the praise factor right now. I don't want to say accolades, but like how people are like, hey, you could be the next, blah, 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 right? Or better, right? The problem
And I
is
like how DNA came in here and tried to school us real quick. I ain't like that. He tried to sun us. And he did low key, but I ain't like it.
I just feel like when you're small sized, pause. That sounds crazy. Um, Javon Evans is tall and lanky. Randy Orton used to be like that too, but his move set is not like Javon's. When you're a high flyer, it's easy to keep you babyface. It's not easy to make you a heel as a high flyer. You can't name too many high flying heels flying around the ring. It just doesn't fit the description.
Logan Paul's like
So
the
I
only
think
one.
you become limited, right? You become limited in character, and then the WWE has to decide how to write you, how to get you into these storylines and develop them. And if they said he was a heel and he's jumping around getting bouncy with it, it's hard to be a heel and do that.
My
So he's got
fear
to be
for
the face.
Javon Evans is he's either gonna be Jeff Hardy or Spike Dudley. Cause they put him in some crazy spots.
No,
Yeah,
he's currently a taller version of Darby Allin.
yeah,
And Darby
yeah.
takes punishment. Unnecessary punishment. But it's people who have made their careers off that. Ric Flair called Cactus Jack
Mick
Mankind
Foley,
a glorified
yeah,
stuntman. He called him a
stuntman. Yes, he
glorified
did.
stuntman, which is crazy. They had beef
Yeah,
over that.
yeah, they did for many years until Ric Flair finally got in the ring with him, and then he earned the respect, and then they've
He
been
called
cool
that man a
since.
glorified
Obafemi,
stuntman.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Ripshot, Obafemi is another one. I think these guys are great on NXT. If he comes to the main roster, I can't have too much faith in the main roster writers when I can look at a guy like Omos and watch him be fumbled around.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried for Oba.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like Wesley can never. Wesley can never. Wesley needs to stay his ass on NXT where he can be great. Because you bring out to the main roster. I just talked about Javon being undersized. Pause. Yo, Wesley is height wise not tall. So he's like 5'10", 5'9". Bro,
Wesley, Bailey, Keith Lee, Lakers in 5.
yeah, and Wes Lee is phenomenal in ring, but you've seen the problem they have with making Daniel Bryan champion in the past. You've seen the problem they have with like smaller guys like CB or Eddie Guerrero. They bulked up. Chris Jericho, he added some muscle too from his cruiserweight days. You can't add height. I'm sorry, brother.
Can't beat your
Hey,
genetics.
Finn Balor. They gave Finn Balor was white. Bro, Finn Balor was right hot. They gave him that championship 24 hours. He got hurt. Surely he can go back, right? I mean,
They
he
lost all
never
faith.
went
They
back.
lost all faith in him.
Yes, and he's still a guy that can talk on the mic, have great matches. I mean, come on, man. So when people say it to me, I'm like, okay, prove it. Because I will tell you a list of wrestlers that fit the description from the 90s to early
Bro, you
2000s
can
to the
go
current
back
day.
just as recent to the whole black and gold NXT. There was a lot of talent from black and gold. You talking Jason Jordan, you talking Chad Gable, the whole undisputed era, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny
There
Gargano,
were there
like,
were gods down there.
and main roster, they nothing, nothing.
You
And
know
it's
what?
a difference.
Let me ask you this: if we're talking about looking like a champion or having like the height or the weight of a champion, you think that got messed up when Rey Mysterio got the belt?
A little bit. Rey Mysterio was all fan base orientated. All fan base orientated. They when you remember they had him going up against like the Big Show and it's like, come on,
Yeah,
bro, your finisher ain't not, bro. We can't put you in a street fight. We
I
can't
don't
put Rey Mysterio in a backlot brawl because you can't 619 someone backstage. Your moveset is limited to you to this in
remember when he
ring.
took his mask off and was the filthy animals.
It's moveset matters, height matters, the look matters. A lot of things matter, but those things truly matter. And
But
with
remember in
WWE's that
Attitude
prime
Era though, you
time,
had your guys who weren't that big. You had your Ken Shamrocks, you had your
now
Crash
that's
Hollies,
different though.
you had your
But
Al Snows, like your X Pacs. Like these guys were getting busy still.
no,
X
no.
Pac wasn't
Ken
getting busy.
Shamrock, yes. No, Ken Shamrock, yes, but they still didn't put a world title on him. But Ken Shamrock is a totally different denominator because he came in from the UFC as the
What
world's
I'm
most
saying is they
dangerous man.
got TV time and got run. Adam
No,
Cole didn't even
they were all
didn't
everybody
even
you
sniff
named
TV.
everybody you named was never in the world title picture. Not
I
even.
didn't mention title. The title never
But
came out my mouth. I
hold
said they
on.
got
When I
run
was
and they
just
got
talking,
on.
when I was just talking about these guys getting over and getting bit, like they're all like
I
Carmelo's
mean,
fought for mid-year titles.
Adam
So these
Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong didn't even get TV time, is what I'm saying. They didn't get put on TV. You had Taka Michinoku, Choppy Choppy PP. He was on TV.
uh when they had the light heavyweight championship, he was the man. And then they gave it to Gilbert and they turned it to a joke. And then Taka Michinoku's everything he worked for to be competitive in the division they made to battle the cruiserweights of
Jimmy Yang
WCW
Wang was a terrible
washed.
gimmick.
Was
Jesus Christ.
washed. The Michinoku driver is where that term comes from. Taka
Fire.
yeah.
That was a
Michinoku.
fire move. No,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is
So
like now, like the smaller guys don't even get really TV time.
you got to be in something super big, like Judgment Day is Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Super small. But the average small person ain't gonna be in something like that. A group that, is live and before it was Damian Priest and Rhea. Before that it was Edge and you know what I'm saying? That group's been around for a minute.
Yeah.
Shit. But yeah,
If Dom
that you're
was
right.
3 to 4 inches shorter, pause, would he be in the position he's in?
Who? Who
Dom.
was the name? Tom?
Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, Dom. No.
You said-
Dom is lucky. Because if he was short like his dad, nope. Nope.
I think
But
because he's a
because he
Mysterio,
has
I
height,
think because he's a Mysterio, he does. I just don't think I'd see him in a heavyweight title picture.
not yet, but he can pull the Eddie Guerrero. He's about the same size Eddie Guerrero was when he was in WCW as a cruiserweight. So he
Dom is
and
taller than
Eddie,
Eddie.
I agree, but that frame, he was Eddie Guerrero used to be like 190. Then he got up to like 230, which is an incredible feat. He was mad top heavy. You know what I'm saying? When he
And then I
bulked
don't
up.
think people realize, like we calling some of these people small, but they're not really small. Like compared to their
They're small in the land
counterparts,
of
they
giants.
are. That's what I'm saying because Dom is tall. Like they say, Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn is a huge Like Billy Gunn is a big guy, but when he's standing next to these other people, he's not that big. But when you have people standing next to Billy, they look small. It's just weird, man. X Pac, Al Snow, Ken Shamrock would be big guys today. And it's funny you
Yeah.
say that because Gunther doesn't look as big as he did standing next to some of these people.
Well, think about this. They market Jacob Fatu as a remember when they had Braun Strowman, monster amongst monsters, right? But they got rid of those monsters, and now they say Jacob Fatu. I mean, I hate to say this, but there is no difference in the build of Bronson Reed and Bastion Booger, right? Like they're very similarly built.
Damn, you see?
Their their move sets are different. Bronson Reed is way more entertaining on the mic and all these other things he can do, but physically, you're not like a monster. You're just at a
Yeah, it's
like
like
you know
when
what
they
I'm
brought
saying.
in JC Mateo to be Solo's enforcer, but Solo's bigger than him.
Yeah, and the first thing you let R-Truth do is this your husky son?
Killed it. He killed it. He killed it. Killed it. Done. Dunzo.
Can I teach your husky son? Yeah, done, done. All
Is Tama
believability done. We
Tonga
don't even.
Tama Loa still like what's going on with that?
Bro, I haven't. They have solo cutting vignettes.
I mean, yeah, they cut
So
a vignette with him talking about Tonga Loa being like the most loyal family member he got.
yeah,
So I think it's just I don't know if it's just him right now.
I think Tama Tonga's going back to New Japan.
I think MFT are about to get because you brought in Tala Tonga, and now we're just like, all right, this is just you got Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, Tala Lo, Tonga, Tala, the Tama,
All the
and then you got
Tongas.
JC Mateo, and it's like, come on, bro, this faction means nothing no more. Jacob Fatu has been doing what? You're not really beefing with him no more. It's like
Yeah, I
everything we
just
knew
kind
about the
of
bloodline is dead. It's
I
Yeah,
found
gone.
it weird.
I
I
hate
found it
that.
weird that he said Tonga Loa was the most loyal when technically
That's who's under contract and they gonna keep.
yeah, technically Tonga was your most loyal and he'd been with you longer.
I hate
Like
that Penta and Jacob are in the positions they
done,
in.
done.
Yeah,
Jacob
they
is
were
not
just
done yet,
saying
but
there's a rumor that they might have lost faith in Jacob now too.
because we're all in the age of information where everything has to heat up, right? Jacob came in white hot. People were like, "Yo, that's the future of that." Well, the first thing you did, he came in as a heel. Let me tell you something. And Archie, we talked about this without me ever saying it. Remember we talked about some people coming in like
Wait, how you talk to me
celebrate.
about something you never said
No,
it?
I mean like
You sound like Scott Steiner, boy. I talked to
I,
you about it, but I never said it. I know you love Sid, Hall of Sid. We still don't get Sid in the Hall of Fame, but
yeah, that's crazy.
you an alternate
No, what I
warrior.
meant we had a conversation. I just never went this far into, but when people make their debuts or returns, right? You will only be the expectation of your return is based on who they put you in the ring with. So when Rusev came back and he beat a bunch of nobodies,
Didn't mean
they
nothing.
don't have as high a faith in you. They're not looking at putting you in the main event title picture right away when they come and you come against like who do you go against? Otis and shit. He beat up Otis and Tozawa versus when Jacob Fatu made his entrance. It was a beating up Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens. Like, oh my god, and it was dominant. And guess what? He was a U.S. champion already. They put him in that main event picture. You know what I'm saying? And they said, "Oh my God, the what? Jacob is white hot because you put him in a position to do that. If you did that with anybody, no, that's a lie. You can't do that with anybody. You got to have a name already."
You
And
still
Jacob Fatu
gotta
had.
show up. Like Jacob showed up and he performed well.
Yeah,
Cause
he
cause
did,
cause
and
I
he looked
guarantee you, we know who Jacob Fatu is. The average WWE fan, I would say, probably wouldn't. But he made you look at him like, oh, this dude came in. He had the energy, had a different look. He was doing moves we never people his size don't normally do with ease. He was sticking them. Jacob wasn't botching. He wasn't even talking. Then when he started
No,
talking,
I love
that's
you
that's
so.
that's what made people like. That's the problem. He turned before they wanted to turn him. When people started cheering Jacob, it's like we don't know what to do with him now.
Yeah, and that's the problem with WWE. You don't have to keep doing what you're doing
You
because that's what we
mentioned a
love.
name that I think the WWE said they would never let this happen again. You mentioned Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan got so hot organically, they had to do something with him.
He
Like
forced
they
their hand.
had to. It's
Yes,
two, and it's another name on that list, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. When The Rock got so hot and left the WWE for Hollywood, it left the WWE in a bad spot. I don't think the WWE wants people to organically get crazy hot because then they kind of have some kind of control. Ultimate Warrior held him hostage with a note. I'm not showing up if y'all don't pay me. So I think when the person gets organically over really, really hot, they have the power and they have the bargaining power to say what they will and won't do. And I don't think the WWE will allow that because, for example, Karrion Cross. People have been screaming Karrion Cross name for a year now. What Triple H say? Oh, you want Brock Lesnar? You're gonna get him. No, they were saying we want Cross and they just completely ignored it. It's a thing where you get a Zack Ryder. He got hot internet. I'm the internet champ. End up winning the title at WrestleMania. Kofi Mania is just things that once they can put a name on it, make money off it, it's a control thing. But when you get organically hot, it could kind of
this
mess
is
up the
different.
plan. I think it messes
Oh,
up the
it
plan
does.
Yeah.
sometimes.
Look at LA Knight. Perfect example, right? In current modern time, as we speak, LA Knight has been hot for 3 4 years,
What?
and they have yet to
Yeah.
capitalize on it. I'll never forget that Money in the Bank the year before last when they were both in the Jay Uso, and every time they punched each other, yeet, yeah, yeet, yeah, yeet. The crowd was going
Bro,
crazy
there's
on it.
no reason on this earth why Karrion Cross should not have been a champion in the main roster. No reason.
Yes,
He
yes.
had the
Yeah,
look,
100%
he
agree.
had the entrance. I mean, Adam Cole kind of
And he
killed
hit the
him.
move set.
And see, this is the thing. My watch is beeping. I don't know how to cut the alarm off. Hey, I don't know. When Adam Cole, this goes right back to what we were talking about the size and people not making it right. Adam Cole cut that promo on Karrion Cross. You got the hot girl, you got the hot entrance. They do everything to make you feel special. You know what they do to make me feel special? They ring the bell. But on the main roster, ringing the bell ain't enough. You gotta have the look. You gotta have the entrance. You gotta have the hot girl. And Cross had all that, and he's not in the company anymore.
Yeah,
That was a crazy promo too. What?
yeah. I don't agree with the things WWE. I do agree that they should not react to everything the crowd does because then you'll just be spinning your wheels, right? However,
I'll never
they should
forget
no.
after it was after a pay-per-view, might have been Mania or something. Triple H got on our TV in front of our eyes and said, "Oh, did someone not get what they want?" I'll never forget that because that was a direct message to the fans. Like, yo, we know what we doing, and I'm the first person to say when the WWE gets it right, they get it absolutely right. But when they don't,
But
it's like it's
Archie,
no middle.
Archie, they don't know what they're doing.
Did
We have had
somebody
too many.
not get what they want? No,
We have
Paul, we didn't.
watched you. You have given us two things, right? And both of them equal the same thing. Too much access. The Rock went on a show when no one asked him to, talking about he had no plans. Me going out there, that was a freestyle. We didn't know what we were doing. So that let us know all that him coming out 1, 2, 3. We don't know what we're doing from day to all of it, none of it. And then you gave us Unreal
To
and
quote
showed us that you
the New
don't have
York
a
legend Nino
clue,
Brown, don't nobody know nothing?
Don. So now we're looking like you really don't know what you're doing.
Natalia was
You're
talking about
playing it.
that. Natalia was on Busted Open recently talking about the show Unreal. And how she said it's cool, it's introspective, but she said in her family, that wasn't a thing. And she said what Brett said on our, if you didn't know, we interviewed Brett the Hitman Hart right here on Attitude Era podcast. Go check out the interviews. And he talked about his feud with Owen. He said, I didn't go to Sunday dinner when me and Owen was feuding. We didn't travel together when me and Owen was feuding because it was real. Natalia said the same thing. That's the second time I heard that about Brett and Owen and their feud. First time was from Brett on this very podcast. Second time was yesterday when Natalia was on Busted Open. She said Brett and Owen, it was Christmas. They didn't talk. It was dinner. They didn't travel together. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh man, Brett. So Natty witnessed that. So to go to your point, that access the social media. Dog, I know Vince McMahon got a hole in his wall right now from when he saw that Unreal show. He punched a hole in the wall.
I'm
Coming from a
I'm
man
I'm gonna
who
be
has punched
honest.
many holes in many walls,
I still do not watch Unreal.
I can't.
I did.
I can't.
I
I
did.
refuse to watch it.
I did. I feel like this. I'm gonna be a content creator for WWE. I'm gonna watch it because guess what? It's something to talk about.
I
And
I just
good, bad,
can't.
or ugly.
I
Good, bad, or
can't.
ugly.
I don't want to know how the hot dog is made.
You know, it's funny you say that, Archie.
Triple H said
I
it's
think
lips and ass, and if
Unreal
you want
would
to
be
eat lips and
great.
ass, do that. Triple H is crazy.
Unreal, Unreal would be great if it was from 10 years ago. They're showing you things that are damn near to the current time.
You know
Yeah,
why I
And
didn't watch Unreal? I think the first episode it was Rhea talking, and who else was it talking?
well, they had a lot. The first episode, I think, might have featured a lot. Well, I don't know if they did the CM Punk. I
Well,
gotta think back.
whoever this is my thing. Why I didn't watch Unreal, right? For one, I didn't want to know. Two, the names that they had listed in the description, I don't want to hear them speak about what this show is about. If that makes sense. I was like, I don't want to hear Rhea talk about this because I don't. That's not the Rhea Ripley. That's not why I like Rhea. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know that side of it. But I,
Here's a perfect example. I love Beyond the Mat and Wrestling with the Shadows, but I can't
I
watch
like
Unreal.
Dark Side of
And
the
that's
Ring.
you
yeah.
show us 20 years ago. Show us that and give us the behind and the Unreal that you thought this was. We shouldn't be seeing WrestleMania as we're going into SummerSlam. And like, wait, so y'all didn't have no clue on how y'all was doing this? None? Oh, so now I know that SummerSlam, y'all
So
really
that
ain't playing
WrestleMania
this out.
40, was it 40, 41, whatever it was, that road to WrestleMania thing dropped like right after WrestleMania.
Right after.
Yeah, and I didn't like that
Right
either.
after.
It was like right after WrestleMania went off. Here's how we got here. It's like a DVD with bloopers and outtakes on it.
Yeah, it's like imagine going to see a movie. Let's say Avengers, Infinity War, or Endgame, if
Yeah, let's
not
talk about
both.
I got a better example after
Like
yours. Go ahead, Gamaj.
no, but like imagine you're watching that movie, and then right when the credits roll, you're seeing all the behind the scenes stuff about it, and then they tease an Endgame, and it's like, yo, I
they're
just
teasing Endgame
It's
before
like
Infinity War
last
came out.
week
word like
when people paid for a battle on Saturday and they dropped it for free on Sunday.
I don't know if that works because it might,
No, it's like
but I was very appreciative for that battle drop. So I won't say nothing negative. I watched that battle both times.
but years ago, bro, like it's things in wrestling we still question. We still question the Montreal screw job, right? I didn't know until I became a part of this podcast. Jerry Lawler and Andy Kaufman was a plot. I
Yeah.
thought all my life Jerry Lawler and Andy Kaufman had real smoke. It took me to being a part of this podcast, and I think you told me, HP, that nah, that wasn't real, Archie. All my life and all my fandom, I thought that was real. And I still, it's things we still question, but it's from 20, 30, 40 years ago. Nowadays, there's nothing to question. They give you everything.
Hey, you
Like
know what
here.
was real? When Hulk Hogan choked out Buddy with Mr. T there. And
Oh, you
like,
think
yeah,
this
there's
is
a plot
fake?
hole.
Ugh.
Hey, and Buddy dropped that motherfucker on Law and Order now, solving cases. Yeah, But yeah, I think you're right. I think there's certain levels to what we should get, and behind the scenes of current time is not one. There should
Nah.
never,
Yeah.
because now we are questioning for you guys to say CM Punk should win the Rumble, and you're showing us this as we just watched the Royal Rumble. WWE also, if you pay attention to their lingo, right, they'll say things like the Royal Rumble winner gets a shot at the title. And then other times when they haven't got the winner yet, they're like, he'll be in the main, he gets a shot in the main event, right? Then the winner is announced because Jey Uso wins, and they stop saying that main event shit.
You even have
Because,
Jay Uso even say, "Yo, they called it." It's like I shouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think one of y'all
yeah,
mentioned even on Unreal, it was like the week or day before Royal Rumble. Somebody was like, "What about Jay Uso?" So if you
they
telling me,
randomly threw that shit in there.
so if you telling me you made this decision a week before your event, you had nothing planned for him after this event because he wasn't even a thought.
No, right, exactly.
So
Exactly. You didn't
everything
have,
after that win was a freestyle. And let's just try to throw something against the wall to see what sticks.
and it's funny because they go, well, Jey Uso's super hot. Bro, Jey Uso was hot the whole year before. I knew he was hot the year before when Indiana played the Knicks. And
Ooh.
or was it Cleveland? It might have been Cleveland. I can't remember which team it was now. It was either Indiana or the Pacers or the Cavs. But anyway, in the stadium, they played Jey Uso's shit. That's a whole year before. A whole year.
He
That
was
man,
hot when I
bro.
saw Gamaj with him, and Gamaj walked in there like this. I saw you, Gamaj, when you was with Jay Uso. You
Yeah.
didn't think
Yeah.
I saw you? I saw you. I saw you.
So
Oops.
they they waited, and that's where LA Knight is. You can't explain to me why LA Knight hasn't been a champion.
And
The
I just
Roman
look.
Reigns 1,300-day championship reign is over. So that championship should open up. Open the floodgates of heaven. Like let
Hey,
people become champ.
hey, hey,
Some
hey.
people gotta be transitional. Some people gonna hold it down for 5, 6 months.
Bro, it's
Cody
a
shouldn't hold
weird
it from one
thing.
year to one year. It feels like they only lose titles at SummerSlam, Mania. Who's the last guy to won a title on a small
Chat.
PLE?
Gamaj, HP. Let me ask y'all something real quick. We're gonna wrap this up because HP got to pack. He got to travel. We're gonna wrestle for lose. We're gonna be in Indy. What's something in wrestling that you still believe or you aren't sure about? Like I said, Kaufman, Lawler, up until a few years ago, I thought it was real. Montreal Screwjob, we still don't know who's telling the truth. And we talked to Bret Hart, we talked to Vince Russo, and we talked to Eric Bischoff right here on this very podcast. And we still don't know the truth about the Montreal Screwjob. Maybe I need to talk to Jim Cornette. But what's something in wrestling chat and guys that y'all believe to this day or you still aren't sure about? Could be from your childhood, could be now, could be whatever. Boys thinking. Yeah, I like when I make them think.
And I don't know if I should even say this because this didn't happen to like my later years. But like, why Vince McMahon let Shawn Michaels do all that wild shit? Like,
But Shawn Michaels was,
yo,
bruh. I don't mean to cut you off. I see why he found Christ. He needed it.
bro, he has an
Shawn
on
Michaels.
Raw episode where Sonny went to interview him. I don't know why they sent Sonny. That was the biggest mistake. Shawn Michaels is zooted out of his mind. He starts the interview off laying down in her chest on the verge of motorboating her. You know what I'm saying? And then he sticks his hand somewhere off camera where we can't see, and she goes, "Ooh!" Like, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't her knee. You know what I'm saying? Um, he should have never did that interview. And Vince McMahon is trying to talk to this man. It never should have happened. Strong goes to Europe to win a title. Girls all over him. I want you to watch this video carefully. I don't know the ages of these girls, and I'm not going to bring that up.
I know what you're
But
talking about. I
I
know what you're
want to bring
talking
up the
about.
dickheaded move that Sean did. This dude, there is a person who's hitting him in the face as he's being hugged and beloved by fans, female fans, with a British bulldog figure who he's about to wrestle. Right? You know what this asshole did? He took that toy
Putting his pants.
and dropped it in his shit, shook and pulled it out and threw it back. You know who that was? A boy. A boy was doing. I mean, if someone took you
I think I'm
action
cute.
figure and put it
No,
in his
sis.
nasty ass crotch and then threw it back to you on camera, bro.
Mike said Piper unloads on Snooker in Piper's pit. You think that's real, Mike? You don't know what
I,
would
I
happen?
I think that one might be up there too.
Rib
I
Shot
just
said
don't know
Bash at
how
the
Vince
Beach
let this.
2000. What about Bash at the Beach? Rib Shot that you question
Oh,
or you
that's
still
all
disagree?
real. That's the Hogan shit. Where
Oh
Hogan laid
yeah,
down in the ring for Jeff Jarrett.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah, that was 100%
oh.
real.
We should
That
have asked Vince
Hogan,
Russo about that when he was here on
hey,
Ask Rap Podcast.
yeah, there was lawsuits and all that. Hey, go watch that. Hey, go watch the interview. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
X
yeah.
Pac. My good friends, they would be with me right now if they weren't being held hostage. Hulk Hogan, you suck, pal. But wrestling used to be so good when we didn't know. When we didn't know, it was so good. When Luger popped up, you was just what
I
you
can
doing?
answer this one. I can answer this one because I have a near fall episode that I haven't even released yet, and I had to get all this. Yes, that snake truly bit him.
Yeah,
Now
it
they
wasn't supposed
did
to go
a
that way.
thing backstage. Vince let it bite him. They did this. They went over this. The snake is devenomized. They know this. Cool. That snake bit and let go. It was like it's like a trained snake essentially, right? Yo, when they got in that ring that night and they had Macho Man locked in them fucking ropes, bro.
That snake said,
That
I'm
snake
going in
decided
business
to
for
take.
myself. He tastes all that Slim Jims in his blood. Oh, this is
Yo,
delicious. Snap into the Macho Man.
Dog,
no.
dog, that snake decided on that night. Oh,
You
I'm not letting
mentioned
go.
Vince. It's something they said about Vince. They said Vince would never have you do something he didn't do. So a lot of those
Legion of Doom.
spots you saw people do and jump off and fall and take, Vince would do it to show the talent that they can do it.
Yo, Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 12. Y'all know the bars. Y'all know, and everybody in the corner looking at me. See, over time, these 3 minutes will determine the winner. The boyhood dream is coming. We'll get into that maybe Wednesday or something.
That
But
Vince
anyway,
Russo shit was crazy, bro. But
Vince,
now that I'm thinking about that in my mind, that was crazy. Vince Russo went they and the way Jeff Jarrett laid down was so crazy.
nah, it's bullshit like this that has why this company is going under. Vince did the zip line at WrestleMania 12 before Shawn Michaels.
He said Jeff Jarrett broke 3,000 guitars and didn't draw one penny.
Yeah.
Man, before we knew, bro, before we knew, like it was so good. It was we know too much. We know too
We
much.
know
That's
too
all I'm
much.
saying.
We know too
But yeah,
much.
it's
You're
some
right.
things I still believe, man. I saw as a kid, like I can't believe this is happening.
I don't
But
think wrestling's going to be around in 50 years. I think it's going to take about 30 years, if that, right? Because all it takes is for companies to be like, in today's era, like Jimmy Kimmel just got canceled for making a joke, right? And I'm not going to go into the wrongs or rights, yays or nays, right? But I'll just say like this: it doesn't take much for a company to lose. WWE is so proud of these numbers and these spots. They have to maintain these numbers because
I
if not,
think I think the thing that's going to dilute the wrestling business is the fact that there aren't any more wrestlers, right? Because WWE, they don't have tryouts for wrestlers. They go to colleges and scout athletes. Oh, this person is strong. This person is athletic. Let's bring them in to see if they can make it. You know what I'm saying? Or you have former athletes who Trick Williams, he was in the NFL, went from the Eagles to the WWE. Bianca Belair was doing CrossFit. And Mark Henry saw her, scouted her. You got your Sol Rukas, who's a gymnast, right? It's not like these people grew up wanting to wrestle. I think that dream of growing up like and wanting to wrestle, like I don't think that's a thing for too many people now. And really, I work with a wrestling company. It's kind of territorial because these indie companies are building their own fan bases, and I don't even know if the dream is to make it. You know what I'm saying? Anymore. I think people really just do this because they really enjoy it. I don't think that wrestling dream is a life. Is not a Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. They was paying us $20 a week. It's not Edge saying, "Man, I want to wrestle to get I want to get my mom a house." It's not Mick Foley seeing Snooker jump and say, "This is what I want to do." I don't think that is the starting point. And if that's not, that means the tradition and the fandom of this thing is slowly going away.
I'm not sure if I agree entirely. I think WWE always will find a way. You still have the Roxanne Perez's and what have you, but
I'm talking after that.
I,
You said 20 years. That kid has to be watching wrestling now and saying, I want to do that.
well, I mean, there's plenty of them watching wrestling now. Like they're always gonna come in. They're always gonna come in because as WWE gets bigger and they touch new fan bases, people are gonna come. It's just wrestling gets so diluted. People like I'm tired of watching this shit. I'm tired of I can't watch Raw. Like I should be able to tune into one channel and get
Oh, well, that's going to
everything.
be the other thing that kills it. Yeah, it's too much going on.
Yeah.
It's too much. Like
I'm
I
telling
gotta
you
go to
now,
ESPN to
I
get
won't be
WrestlePalooza.
watching WrestlePalooza tomorrow. I won't be watching it. I'm not
I'm trying to
subscribing to
figure
that.
this out because after
No,
this,
I think I have the app because I have something else. But once I don't have that, or if I don't have that, I'm not. Bro, it's app. If you want to order food, it's an app. If you want to buy some clothes, it's an app. If you want to see if Home Depot got baby blue number 69 paint, it's an app. When your doctor
that's
send you test
time.
results, man, that's wild. If your doctor send you test results, it's an app. If you want to apply
Yeah.
for a job, it's an app. Your kid in school, guess what? It's an app. You want to know where the bus at? It's an app. There are apps for everything, and it's a lot. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot, and I think
It's
it's
too much. And they got remember WWE got to maintain these numbers. You got to show ESPN monthly on a quarterly schedule and blah blah blah. Hey, here's where we're at. Here's what we're doing. Blah blah blah. And they got to decide is the juice worth the squeeze? Because remember, ESPN is struggling to keep sports because these leagues are going to these platforms. And then when they do that, it makes it harder and harder for ESPN to obtain the rights to cover these things
yeah.
because they have to be able to get the footage and then
But the bigger
you know
you grow, the more you gotta maintain that number. But Ripshot, that's what I was saying. You have these smaller companies, and it's going to be more territory kind of based, so it won't be the big production on TV thing. And
well
that I don't
remember
think.
this. It works like that. It works like that for highlights too. So for instance, ESPN is owned by Disney, right? There's talk right now that who's about to buy the WB. Now, remember who's on the WB networks and shit like that? AEW, right?
The
AEW ties back
WB,
Warner Brothers. Hold on, let me go
the
back to it because they're on
WB. Remember
TNT.
the frog they had on the
Or am I,
WB? Remember that? We
I
old.
think I might have said that wrong. I think it might be TNT. Let me see that. Let me see. Let me see if I pull
Hey,
it up.
WB, that's a little racist, by the way. That damn
Let me see.
frog dancing before sister come on. The WB.
That was my shit, bro.
Yo.
That was my.
I'm old,
You
bro.
found it. That was my shit.
Oh,
WB.
WB.
All right, let's say AEW.
It's just a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot to, and it's a lot of wrestling content. And you have companies that make good product. I just
Yeah,
don't think,
and that
like I said on the other part, I just don't think you have to say yes to everything. When you start
Yeah.
saying yes
I
to
agree.
everything, then that's when the problem begin. Because your product, is not what it was, and you have to maintain all this stuff, and you're responsible for a lot. The WWE or TKO has a lot of wrestling. They got WWE, they got AAA, Evolve, LFG. They got the 4 or 5 schools they're working with. It's a lot that they have under their umbrella. And I'm tired of people getting fired or released from WWE and popping up in TNA. Like it's the same thing. It's
it's always that, and it's gonna keep getting worse because guess what? It's a shock factor.
shout
It's
out to B.
look,
What up? What up? What up?
it's so and so. Stephen A's top 5 is absolute bullshit.
You mean to tell me Stephen A. Smith's on the weeds? Stephen A. Cut it out.
But guess
Cut it.
what? All of a sudden now they're covering WWE, right? And we obviously know they have the deal, but that's my point. When these companies buy this, like sports is going to be harder and harder for ESPN to cover because they're doing direct deals with streaming platforms. Those streaming platforms get people specifically to cover that. So now ESPN is scrambling like we're
Sports
losing
is gonna be
sports
hard to
rights.
cover anyway for ESPN. For one, they just fired everybody, and two, they don't have rights to everything.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. When you lose those rights, oh, we can't even play any highlights of the game. Oh,
That's
hell
why
no.
I'm really curious to see how this NBA show is going to be on ESPN. It's going to be
Yeah.
interesting.
A lot of talking, a lot of references, a lot of pictures posted
But
with
even
stats.
sports shows don't. And speaking of Stephen A., him and I think Michelle Obama had like a weird exchange because she was saying ESPN is just like the Real Housewives. They barely cover sports. It's
No,
hard.
Oh damn.
bro, it's everything.
She said that. She was
Everything has
like,
gotten away from its origin.
"Yeah,
You know, so she's
that's
not
why we
wrong.
talk wrestling here and battle rap. So you come back. We have a good time."
Yeah, 100%. But Goldberg being number one is a man who just showed you I don't watch wrestling like that. He was 175-0. You don't watch wrestling like that. He was never 175-0. He was 173-1 because he lost to Kevin Nash when Kevin Nash was booking himself.
He didn't lose. Scott Hall tased him. Man,
I
rest
mean,
in
that's
peace
his.
to Scott Hall, man. Damn, man. Razor, man. The bad guy. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
I
I
didn't
think
find what that thing I was looking for, but
it's
I ain't
all
gonna lie to you,
good.
bro.
You got a flight to catch. I guess we're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm ready
try
to
to do
go.
these predictions live from WrestlePalooza. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens. I'll be on the road myself in the morning. If you're in or around New Orleans, hit me up. I will be in the city doing my thing tomorrow with the legend Mega Ran. Yeah, man. Oh, he just said who he knew. I mean, nobody had. If you got Goldberg as your number one wrestler, you probably got a tribal tattoo on your arm as well. No judgment, but yeah, man. Gamage, HP. Before we get up out of here, man, I want to say shout out to the new viewers, Rib Shot. We enjoyed you tonight, man. Come on back, subscribe if you haven't, and definitely if you can check out Wednesday. That's what we do, the Wednesday Night Wars. And anybody else that's new, I'm gonna run through you real quick. On Monday and Friday, we go live during or right after the main event of Raw and SmackDown. On Wednesdays, 8:30, we go to war. We pick a topic, we debate it, we talk about it. And we're adding something new to Wednesday. So it's kind of getting like two shows in one. So swing by Wednesday at 8:30-ish for the Wednesday Night Wars. And we have a bunch of original content on this channel. We have interviews, we have hot tags with Booker T, Mick Foley, Godfather, D-Lo, Bret Hart, Diamond Dallas Page, Vince Russo, Eric Bischoff, Kane, who am I missing, guys? Marty Jannetty, Raven, Soraya, Paige, Trick Williams. Like we've talked to a lot of the who's who legends and current stars in WWE, AEW from around the world. So check out our interviews and hot tags. And as well as original content. We got some real stuff that we just do only here and some more coming to Azrael Podcast. So shout out to the loyal and dopest chat on the internet and the new viewers. If you're on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you see this at, come over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button and notification button because we do go live when things happen in real time. So the only way you know is if you hit the notification button. But yeah, Gamaj, HP, you got anything before we get up out of here on this
nah, man,
WrestlePalooza?
I'm so good, man. I'm ready to go because I got that flight first thing in the morning.
What time you fly out?
My flight leaves at 8:21, so I'll be at the airport around 6:30. So that's
Okay.
not too bad.
That's safe.
Sunday
Jacksonville
I leave.
Airport ain't too crazy. Ain't too crazy.
No, it's small, so I'm in and out. I can probably get there at 7, but I
No,
just
I
gotta.
think don't no stick to your
Yeah.
time. Yeah, yeah. Don't
Yeah, and then
don't you ain't gotta bring it,
got a
you know what I'm
small
saying? Yeah, go mind.
got
You
a
got
small
anything before we
layover.
get up out of here?
Nah, just waiting for tomorrow. Get through these predictions and try to watch the show.
And you know what? We
That
shouldn't be trying to watch the show. When we got Peacock already, we got Netflix already. We shouldn't be trying to watch the show. Stephanie even said get a VPN. And that's crazy that you even say that. But as for me, man, listen to my album, man. Good Karma. It's on all streaming platforms. Check it out. And my newest drop, Lunch Table Owners. Me and my homie Geeks to the Super Nerd dropped a crazy 6-pack. The Archie Carter on all streaming platforms. And if you have something going on you want us to know about, talk about, check out, hit us up, man. Hit me up at the Archie Carter on Instagram. Drop me a link. Send me a message. We'll definitely check it out. You got a wrestling event you want to talk about? We'll talk about it. You want to come on the show? Let us know. We'll work it all out. But yeah, this is the Attitude Era podcast. I am the Archie Carter, the most loved and most hated. That is famous Gamad, your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. And that is King HP, the undisputed podcast champion of the world. Headed to Indianapolis for WrestlePalooza. The guys will be in the building. Like always, I hope this week was good to you and good for you. And I must say, I really enjoyed this tonight. I enjoyed talking wrestling with the guys and the gang in the chat. So we will be back tomorrow. I don't know, because they're gonna be at WrestlePalooza. If we can pull it off, we will. But hit the
Thinking around
notification
three-ish. That
button.
should be the time I meet up with DNA.
Hit the
Um,
notification button. So if and when we do go live tomorrow, you will know. But until then, we'll see y'all. Attitude Era Podcast. We out. Peace.